We're now going to look at taking our AutoCAD title block a little bit further. We're going to add the areas now where we're going to put text onto our title block. So we need a notes column on the right hand side of the title block, and we also need at the bottom of the title block the ability to perhaps put our company name and perhaps put the project name that we're working on. So we're going to utilize the offset command first. Now in previous exercises in this section we have touched on the offset command already. So the offset command is on the Home tab, here on the ribbon, on the Modify panel, and we click on Offset here. Now the good thing is we have already exploded the polylines we need to explode. So we've already got some lines that we can offset. The first offset distance we're going to utilize is 30. Now you'll notice on the command line at the bottom of the screen that erase source is still set to no and layer equals source is still set. It remembers those settings from the last time you used the offset command. The first offset distance is 30. Type 30 in the box and press enter. And the object we're going to offset is this bottom line just here. Not this one, but this one here. Click on it to select it, move upwards as the offset direction, and left click again. And then press enter to finish the offset. That's our area there for our text, for our company name and our project name. Press enter or spacebar to repeat the offset. The settings are still remembered, and the offset distance this time will be 75. And then press enter. The object we're going to offset this time is going to be this one here, this line here. Left click on it to select it, move to the left with the mouse, and left click again for the point on the side you wish to offset. And there's our offset line. Press enter to finish the offset command. Now we need to do a little bit of trimming and extending. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move my crosshair down here where we need to trim and extend. Hold down the wheel on the mouse and pan upwards. Position my crosshair over the area and roll upwards on the wheel just to zoom in a little bit so that we can see what we're doing. Now, this line needs to remain. This bottom part of the vertical line needs to be trimmed. So we're going to utilize Trim and Extend again on the Home tab here on the Modify panel. Now if we go up here to this flyout menu here and click on the arrow, there's Trim and there's Extend. They are interchangeable commands. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Select Trim from the pull-out menu. Come into the drawing area. Now, when you read the dynamic input, it says Select Objects or Select All. We need to select a cutting edge first. So if you look at the command line, it says Select Cutting Edges. Or you can select Objects or Select All. Now, if you use Select All, what will happen is every single object becomes a cutting edge. And that can get a little bit messy. So we're just going to select the one cutting edge, which is this line here. And then we can right-click or press Enter to confirm. And then we'll be prompted Select Object to trim or Shift-Select to extend. Let me show you what I mean. The pick box now, you pick on the part of the object you want to trim away. So if I click here, it trims away that vertical line to our cutting edge here. But if I hold down the Shift key on the keyboard and select the end of this line here, will it extend it? No, it won't, because it needs to extend to a boundary edge, which is this edge here. So it's trying to extend to that line, which it already is anyway. So if I want to extend, I'll have to extend in a different way. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to press Enter there to finish my trim. If I go back here to the flyout now and select Extend, it prompts now the same prompt, Select Objects or Select All. But if you look at the command line at the bottom of the screen, it says Select Boundary Edges. If I select this line here as a boundary edge and then right-click to confirm, can you see there it says Select Object to Extend or Shift-Select to Trim? So if I now click on the end of this line, it's the opposite of trim. It extends it to that boundary edge I selected there. Now, if I press Enter to finish my extend and go back up to the flyout and trim again, it's the same process. Click there on the cutting edge, right click or enter to confirm, and then click there to trim. Enter to finish, double click on the wheel to zoom extents there, and there you have a nearly completed AutoCAD title block.